Hey everyone, Desiree here, founder of Bridging the Gap, naturopath of 10 years, and I help health practitioners basically up-level their business and get more clients, be successful, have an online practice, and get out there into the world, share their message, share their healing gifts with the world. So the reason I wanted to get on today is because I saw an interesting conversation in one of my groups. What I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen. Can I share my screen? Am I live is the question. So hang on, let me just check if I'm live. It shows toggling. Oh yeah, I'm live. Okay, awesome. So what I want to do is actually show you an example of something that you will definitely come across when running a natural practice in any niche in the online space. Okay, this is a huge teaching. If you're a health practitioner, listen in. Even if you're someone seeking health advice and you need to understand, the mental blocks that come in when you're dealing with health and wellness issues and struggles and difficulties, this is going to help you as well. So I have a group. I'm not sure if you guys know. I can't flip my screen. I'm not sure how to do that, but I'll bring it up on my phone. So I have a group that I have been running. It's called the IBS Support Group Worldwide. It's a private Facebook group we're at 19,640 members. So this is my group. This is where I support individuals with irritable bowel syndrome and digestive health. And there was a great learning that I had today. So what I did is I actually took the text for confidentiality reasons, and I can't share my screen, so I'm just going to actually pull up the words, and I want you to listen to the conversation that happened, because this has been a theme in my group for the past 6, 7, 8 years, so it's very insightful. So one member said, "I'm finding many of the members are getting stressed out. Please don't be stressed out. Be happy. At least try to have a positive mind frame. My doctor suggested to me to be happy. Your half of the trouble will be over. Second, just change a little bit in your diet. You will see positive results. IBS is still undefined, but can be cured to optimal level if we stay positive. Try it. Be happy and change diet." So someone came in, a member here, giving excellent advice. I mean, I think it's excellent advice. Of course, it doesn't encompass everything that the client is struggling with, all the attempts that they've made, all the tries that they've done. I know that our clients suffer a lot from digestive issues. But this person, science backs up the fact that if you're stressed out, your gut is going to be compromised. You're not going to be producing enough of that serotonin and the neurochemicals that will help you actually relieve stress and relieve the digestive ailments. So he has a point. Of course, he says change diet. He has a great point. Of course, if you keep eating, fast food, your digestion is going to be compromised. Now, this is the kicker. So I'm going to read 2 comments that people came in with, and this has been a pattern in the group. Okay, so one member says, "Well, the power of positivity is not going to stop my pain, nor is a slight variation in change of diet. That only works for some people. Some people have real life problems that can't be solved with a smile or a positive outlook, and it only goes to irritate my IBS even more. Look, I'm not mad at you for believing." Sorry, people don't write properly. "I'm not mad at you for believing that, and thank you for suggesting it. And if it works for you, that's fantastic. You're lucky. But what cures or helps one doesn't do it for all of us, I'm afraid." Notice, this person is saying that me being happier, me relieving my stress, me changing my diet is not going to change anything with my digestion. So those things don't work. So I wonder what this person thinks is actually going to work, because those are steps towards getting better. Is a medication going to work for this person at relieving the IBS? I don't think so. A couple of supplements, it's not going to do the trick. It has to be a whole holistic approach. The next person, "I joined this group because I wanted a space where it was safe to share my negative feelings and frustration that the obvious, good diet, stress reduction pills don't work for me. For me, it isn't as simple as feel happy, IBS goes away. Feel stressed, IBS develops. And it certainly isn't as straightforward as follow a good diet, whole foods, low FODMAP, IBS goes away." Now, the original poster said, no, no, you took it the wrong way. It doesn't matter if you feel good or bad. IBS will stay. Obviously, this person's being sarcastic. And please don't change your diet also. Eat anything. My mistake. I accept. Okay? So it was a very interesting conversation, as you can tell. So the reason I brought this up is as a naturopath for the past 10 years of clinical experience and seeing what happens in these support groups, because you will experience this yourself if you're a health practitioner trying to help people with their health issues, is that the longer and longer someone goes with their health issues and maybe doesn't deal with them or continues to eat the fast food or continues to stress out or, continues with the bad habits that are compromising their health, the deeper those become ingrained and the harder it is to break the pattern. And so what happens is your support group becomes filled with people who come there to dump their struggles, to complain, to find sorrow with other people. And I'm not saying this is a bad thing. It's a good thing. People come into my IBS group, there's 20,000 members in there almost, because they know they're going to find someone who they have something in common with. They're going to relate and identify with the other person. And that's okay. It's okay for a period of time to wallow, but you got to get out of that wallowing. You have to lift yourself up. And if someone's offering a suggestion, think about the benefit of that suggestion and the value it could provide. Don't just shut it down saying, oh no, you're wrong. Diet's not going to do anything. Nutrition's not going to do anything for me. Mindset has nothing to do with it, even though science proves that it does, right? We know that it does. So my point here is to say that as health practitioners, you will come upon this resistance, especially when it comes to weight loss, menopausal issues, making changes when you're 50 plus. Those changes, those habits are deeply ingrained. Digestive health ailments, any health ailment, you're going to come across, especially if you start a community of individuals who come to wallow and complain and don't want to make any change. So what is our job as a health practitioner? Our job is to support our clients, to listen, to understand what it is that they're saying, what they're struggling with, how that impacts their life, what does it prevent them from doing in their life, what could they do better if they didn't have these symptoms and this health struggle. Our job is to listen, understand, comprehend, and be a listening ear. Our job is also to come up with a program that's going to help our client get out of that struggle and get out of that misery, right? We want to help our clients get better and heal so they can live a happier, healthier life. Everyone wants to be happy at the end of the day and healthy. If you're not healthy, you can't live life. So this is ultimately what our job is. But our job, actually, our main job, is to help our clients get through these obstacles, excuses, yes blockers, and help them to overcome these obstacles. Because these two ladies here are promising themselves that mindset has nothing to do with it. I'm just going to keep stressing because I know that if I de-stress, it's not going to do anything anyway. I know that if I keep eating that fast food and junk, it's not going to make a difference anyway with my digestion. Yet I'm pretty much in diapers and stuck to the toilet every day, but I'm not going to change my diet. It's not going to do anything. So our clients are in fear. They're in overwhelm. They're in a stuck place. They don't know where to start. They're overwhelmed. They're in a place of fear. And when you're in a place of fear like that, all of these excuses come up. And so you might be hitting a roadblock when it comes to selling your program. Let's say we have an IBS solution program. We have an 8-week program. If you're trying to sell your program to someone who is so deeply ingrained in their struggle and their excuses, what's going to happen in a sales conversation with that client when you're trying to actually help them and invite them into your program is they're going to start saying things like, oh, no, I don't have the money. I can't afford it. Oh, my husband doesn't support me doing this. It's too expensive and my husband doesn't want me doing it. Oh, I don't want to change my diet because, then I have to change the whole family's diet. They're not really into healthy eating, so it's not going to work. There are a million excuses in the book. But where you're going to come up against these excuses is with individuals who are so deeply almost invested in their health condition that they've been struggling with for so long. It's hard for them to even imagine making a change, especially when it comes to weight loss, for example. Someone who's been eating fast food every day and drinking 5 cans of soda a day, they don't want to change. Like deep down, those are things that make them comfortable. They satisfy emotions for them. They are addictive substances as well. So their bodies are addicted to these foods, and it's easier for them not to change. I know this is crazy. This is the human the human brain, it's easier for them not to make a change, keep on the bad habits, and still be wearing the diapers and still struggling. Things have to get really bad with our clients before they're finally surrendering and saying, oh my gosh, I need to make a change. It's time for me to make a change. So our job as health practitioners is to help them hold up a mirror and see the other side of what is possible for them and help to deconstruct and detangle all of these excuses based in fear that our clients are making for themselves. So when they say something like, I don't have money, it's too expensive, I can't afford it right now, I'm not going to have time to do this, I can't fit it into my schedule, I can't change my family's habits. These are all ways that your client is saying to you, I'm scared, I'm afraid, I don't know how I'm going to do this. I don't know how I'm going to make this change. I've never been able to do it before. I don't know if I'm going to succeed in this. I'm probably going to fail. Even with your program, I've tried 100 programs in the past. Your job is to take them through. It's a very difficult process to take them through the process of busting through these objections and these lies and these excuses and myths that they are telling themselves. That is our main job as a health practitioner, to help them see the potential of what life could be for them and how amazing things could be once they are able to overcome these symptoms and get through this health struggle and finally leave these things behind and start feeling better and step into the healthier version of themselves. So I hope that's helpful for you. And this definitely applies to all of you in the group that are struggling with health conditions. Journal, get a journal out. Start writing things down. Look at where you might be making excuses for yourself, where you know that this is better for you, it's better for you to do this, but you're doing this instead, even though this is going to keep you stuck and it's going to keep you not feeling well. Where are you doing this in your life? Okay, we need to move past these things. As a health practitioner, I know we're like 50-50 in the group. As a health practitioner, have you figured out a way to not be afraid when your client comes up with these obstacles? Because it's easy for this to happen if you're in a sales conversation with a potential client who's really suffering from a health ailment, and then they say to you, I don't have the money. As a health practitioner, you freeze up and you say, okay, that's fine. Okay, bye. No, you're not helping them at all. If you just say, goodbye and hang up the phone after like an hour-long conversation where you have this solution, you have a program that's going to be able to help them, you're not helping them in any way by hanging up that phone. You need to help them get through these roadblocks and obstacles and understand what the other side looks like and the potential, and help them understand that you're going to be the one that's going to help them to get there and to succeed and to live a happy life. They just need a little bit of help right now because they are stuck. They're stuck in their excuses, and it's really hard to move out of that. I see that as quicksand. I always say this example. It's quicksand. They're drowning. They're going deeper and deeper and deeper. They need you to reach out your arm, and they need to reach out their arm, and 50-50 you go into it and you pull them out of this situation. So I hope that helps. And Gabby and I have built the BTG, Bridging the Gap Tech Platform Academy, and Done For You health courses. We help health practitioners with this exact thing, the psychology behind what your client is experiencing, how to present the right information to them in a way that's going to engage them and keep them excited and motivate them to want to make a change, but also how to break through these obstacles and objections to change that your clients are so deeply rooted in. They're deeply stuck in this. So in the Bridging the Gap Academy, we have modules where we help you overcome these objections that your clients are presenting to you, and finally help them get better so that you can have a really busy practice with thriving clients. You can earn the money that you want, you can make the impact that you want by helping people, and you can have more time freedom in your schedule when you find a systematized way to help your clients get better. And part of doing your job as a health practitioner is helping them overcome these fears and yes blockers and obstacles to getting healthy. So I hope this presentation was helpful for you. If you want to reach out, book a practitioner discovery call and reach out to me, I can show you how you can completely transform your business and have the business of your dreams where you're helping people get better and you're living out your passion. Okay? Thanks so much for watching. Bye, guys. Have an amazing day. Bye. Can never figure out how to turn this thing off. No idea. So bear with me here. I'm just going to go onto my phone, see if I'm still live, because it's still turning around in circles. I'm not sure what the solution is. Shows that I'm still live. All right. So I'm just going to close it up. Okay, guys, take care. Have a fantastic day.